Modigliani-Miller approach. This is one of the capital structuring theory. This approach advocates that value of firm is not affected by the capital structure, and the average cost of capital is also not affected by capital structure. But this approach has an assumption that there are no corporate taxes and there are no transaction cost. So under approach, the value of firm is equated with a pi. So have a look at here. The value of firm is pi and it is not affected by debt or equity presence. Have a look at the second pi. Here the debt component is more, equity component is less, whereas in the first pi, equity is more, debt is less. So let whatever be the component or composition of a pi, what is important is value of firm, which is the value of pi, and it is not affected by presence of debt or equity. So this is the fundamental substance of approach. The approach says value of levered firm is equal to value of unlevered firm. Levered firm is something which has debt mix, whereas unlevered firm has only equity. So the approach basically says if a value of levered firm is higher than the value of unlevered firm or vice versa, it will be compensated by an arbitrage process. So there is nothing like one value or one firm having higher value and the other firm having lower value. It will reach a balance through an arbitrage process. Let's take an example to understand. Let us take a case where value of levered firm is more than the value of unlevered firm. This approach says that if value of levered firm is higher than unlevered firm, then there will be an arbitrage process wherein the value of levered firm will come down and value of unlevered firm will go up, and there will be an even point. We'll take this example. There are two firms N and M having same earnings before interest and tax, that is EBIT of rupees 20,000. Firm M is a levered company having a debt of rupees 1 lakh at 7% rate of interest. The cost of equity of N company is 10% and of M company is 11.5%. Find out how arbitrage process will be carried on. In the given example, we have firm N which is unlevered and firm M which is a levered firm which has debt content to the extent of 1 lakh at 7%. Let us jot down the key information in the question. There are two firms, namely N and M. EBIT of both the firms are 20,000. Debt component is present only in the firm M, which is 1 lakh. The cost of equity for the firm N is 10%, whereas for the firm M it is 11.5%, and cost of debt is applicable only for the firm M, which is 7%. Now let us find the value of equity, which is S. And how it is calculated? It is basically earnings before interest minus interest divided by cost of equity. So let's calculate for the firm N first. They have earning of 20,000, they don't have debt, so no interest, so 20,000 divided by 10%, the value of firm N, that is value of equity of firm N, is 2 lakh. Now we'll see for the firm M, it is calculated as EBIT minus interest. Yeah, they have loan of 1 lakh at 7%, so 1 lakh into 7%, 7,000. 20,000 minus 7,000 divided by the cost of equity is 11.5%, and it works out to 1,13,043. So now let us calculate the value of the firm N, which is nothing but S of N. That is, only the value of equity is the value of firm N, which is 2 lakhs. Whereas the value of firm M is value of equity plus value of debt, and it is 1,13,043 plus debt of 1 lakh. Here the value is 2,13,043. Now look at here, both the firms had the same level of earning, whereas the value of unlevered firm is 2 lakh and value of levered firm is 2,13,043. Here the value of levered firm is higher than the value of unlevered firm. Now this is what argued in approach, that value of levered firm, if it is high because of the capital structure, there is nothing like that, because it can come down, and value of unlevered firm can also go up because of an arbitrage process. So let us understand the arbitrage process. M is a levered company. Let's say you are holding 10% shares in M, the levered company. It means 10% on 1,13,043, meaning you will be having investment of 11,304.3. Now this investment will fetch a 10% return, and that return is on profits. It is 20,000 minus 7,000, that is 13,000 multiplied by 10%. You will get a return of 1,300 by having shares in M, the levered company. In our example, M, the levered company, had high value, whereas N, the unlevered company, had the low value. Now to test this arbitrage process, let's say this 10% investor who is holding 11,304.3 at its market value is going to sell in the market and realize 11,304.3. Now he should borrow 10,000 to acquire 10% debt at 7%. So the total resources available with this investor now is 10,000, which has been borrowed, plus 11,304, which have been realized by selling the stake. So with this 21,304, he should invest in N for 10% stake, which is 10% of 2 lakhs. So how much he would get? He would get 20,000. Now this 20,000 would give him a return of 10% on profit. What is the profit? Profit is 20,000 into 10%, and it is 2,000. But this 20,000 investment had not come free because he had borrowed 10,000. So this return has a cost. So the cost is 10,000 multiplied by 7%, and it is 700. So here the return is 2,000 and the cost is 700. So the net return is 2,000 minus 700, and it is 1,300. Now this return is as same as return that was earned in M. So apart from that, there is also a surplus of 1,304 with him. How he got this surplus? It is 21,304 minus 20,000. So by moving from M to N, the investor's position has improved, or it has even become better, because he is getting the same return as he got in M. Apart from that, he is also having a surplus of 1,304. So his position has become better now. So this is how the arbitrage process works, and the value of the firm because of the debt and equity component has not affected.